we're going to talk a little bit about threading the machine. Because if you can't thread your machine, then you can't sew with it, right? So, anyways, today, let's first start with the fact that every machine is a little bit different. But there are some basics going on with it. And the first thing you're going to do is have your thread, of course. You put it in. There are the pole that you put it in. Sometimes it slips down and then you can pull it up. And on some machines, there's even more than one thread for sewing with double needles. So you put your thread on, and then you go to this little hook thingy, and that takes it in to your tension. And the tension's very important. It's like two little sandwich things, and you have to get the thread in between the little sandwich things that go together. And then you have the mechanism that pulls the thread so that it goes in, and that's part of the tension, of course, as well. You also want to make sure that it goes right in front of that little latch right before you put the thread through the needle. Okay? Bobbins. First, you have to spool your bobbin. To do so, you will have to attach it in a different way than threading your needle. What you want to do is you put the thread in the same place that it normally is, and then there will be some sort of latch or tension thing that then allows it to go to a separate thing. On my two machines, there are two separate ways of doing it, and on my newer machine, it has a simple latch where when you put the bobbin on the bobbin spooler, you push it in and it automatically stops the needle from moving. Then you can just wind it up. It will come to a point where it just stops because it's completely full. Or you can stop it ahead of time and just cut it. on my two machines, there are two separate ways of doing it, and on my older machine, I need to replace my rubber, so it's not actually working right now. Now the old-fashioned machine, you stop the regular needle, the needle at the bottom has to stop moving because it's going to keep rolling, because it's the action off your wheel itself that spools the thread. So what you want to do is unlatch that by turning it backwards according to the normal way the wheel rolls round. When putting the bobbin into the bobbin holder, it also has a right and wrong way to put it into the bob. You want the thread to go around this way. Make sure when you first pull it into that little slit there, it goes up and pulls through that thing, but I don't pull it all the way in. It gives it a catch mechanism a lot better if you don't pull the thread all the way through. Then you put down your needle, holding the thread at the top. You leave out a little bit because it's going to loop around. You pull the top thread up, and then you have the bottom thread looped. You pull that thread out so it's on the top, and then you can begin sewing.